So if you didn't know, I work in advertising, and this year I was part of a team that made a Christmas TV ad. So if you want to hear a bit more about it, a bit of the behind the scenes story, then stay tuned. It's Becky and welcome to my channel, and thank you so much for joining me today. I upload every Tuesday and Thursday, everything from plus size fashion to beauty and lifestyle, a bit of travel, a bit of this, a bit of that. So yeah, if that sounds like your cup of tea, then definitely hit that subscribe button down below. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, do give it a big thumbs up. So this is definitely a different video for me to make. I don't often talk about my work on here, but I just thought this is a really interesting project I worked on, and I'm sure a lot of you guys would be interested to hear a little bit about it. So yeah, as I said at the beginning of this video, I do work in advertising and my role is a creative. That means I come up with concepts, write scripts, to help brands achieve their sale goals, brand goals, etc, etc. So I just want to really quickly preface though, obviously saying I made a Christmas ad, me and an army. There was probably over 100 people in total that worked on this campaign, from the agency that I work at, obviously the team at Very, who is our client, as well as production partners, etc, etc. So just want to make that very clear. This wasn't all my doing. I had just a very small role in this project, but it was so exciting. So if you are not in the UK, Christmas TV ads are like the Super Bowl for the UK. They're a huge deal. They've normally got good budget behind them. You normally get a good minute slot. So yeah, it's just an incredible opportunity, and for anyone that works in the advertising industry, doing a Christmas ad is a huge deal. So yeah, as I said, the brand that I worked on this year is Very. I will leave the ad in the description box. I can't play it because it has got licensed music on it, but that is the ad that I produced with the Gay and Very and Nexus. So I'll go a bit more into what that all means. But yeah, we created this pigeon and flamingo world. It is super pink, super sparkly. And if you don't know what Very is, it is an online store that literally sells everything from fashion, electronics, home. It's kind of like an online department store basically. And they offer lots of different ways for you to pay for your items, and their kind of whole idea is that they can transform families' lives into having like a really great Christmas, and just kind of like add that touch of sparkle to the everyday. And basically anyone that shops on Very is kind of like a flamingo in this world of pigeons. So yeah, that was the concept we sold in. So it was, let's go back to the beginning of time. We started this pitch. It was a new business pitch. So we didn't actually have the account, the client at the agency that I work at. And we started the pitch for the new business in, I believe, May, which is surprisingly actually really late to start Christmas. A lot of agencies will start around April time for the Christmas campaigns. So I was writing Christmas scripts in like May and June, just trying to get into the Christmassy spirit. So we won the account right at the beginning of July, which was just super exciting. The clients are really awesome, and they just loved the concept of the flamingos and the pigeons, and they were just super on board and really excited to create this world. So we'd already written the script, and there was just some like small tweaks that we did once we got the client on board, and then we went to production houses. So the production house, so I think there is a bit of a misconception in the world of advertising where a lot of people think you make the ads yourself. I'm not an animator, I'm not a film director. I literally write the scripts, come up with the concept, the story, and then we reach out to production houses that have their specialism in what we're looking to create. So obviously for this, we wanted an animation house, because flamingos, I don't think we would have had a very nice looking ad if we went with maybe real flamingos. It might have been a little bit tricky to work with. So for this one, we obviously wanted to go down the animation route. But with animation obviously comes a lot of different options. So we'd work with the client and all the different animation houses to kind of see what directors and styles they would want to put forward. There is so many options out there, so many talented directors, artists, animators. You are like really, really spoilt for choice, and obviously you can work with anyone in the world. You want to obviously use the best talent out there. So yeah, you can literally work with anyone in the world. So you are, yeah, spoiled for choice. But we ended up going with Nexus Studios. They are a very well-known production house here in London. I think they also have offices in like LA and stuff like that, but they are fantastic at their craft. And we also had our director Paloma, who works with them. I think she's recently done a film on Netflix, like a little animated film with like cats. I'll like put it down below if you're interested. So yeah, they really got the concept of like the flamingo pigeon world. They really understood the audience, what we were trying to achieve. Like, we really just wanted these flamingos to literally be like our audience and like live in this world that relates to them, and kind of like relates to like our own lives ourselves. So like my sister-in-law is called Kerry, and one of the flamingos is called Kerry, because my sister-in-law loves flamingos. So that was really nice. There's so many little Easter eggs as well that I'll go into in a minute, that we put in the ad, but they really understood the audience and who we are trying to kind of encapsulate into our flamingo forms. So from probably like mid-July, we then started production, and we were delivering for the beginning of November. A lot of people obviously say, oh, Christmas ads come out so early, blah, 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 blah. But it is just kind of like the industry standard now for as soon as Halloween's over, the Christmas ads come out. So we had a very, very tight deadline for the amount of animation we were needing to create. We were doing a 1-minute hero film along with a Black Friday film as well. So it was a minute film and then a 20-second, was it a 30-second film? I can't remember now, but it's an awful lot of animation to do in that time. So it was all hands on deck, because we were also creating this world. We were creating the flamingos from scratch. So it was so exciting. So the first thing that happened was character development. How are these flamingos going to look? Who are these flamingos? Are we going to have 2 flamingos, 3 flamingos, 4 flamingos? We ended up having a trio. We've got Kerry, Cherry and Terry. There are 3 flamingos. And they are absolutely fab. So we were going back and forth on their body types, their hairstyles, what clothes they're going to wear. Are they going to have accessories? So Cherry has her little glasses on, for example. Kerry's got a little K necklace. We also wrote a lot of backstory behind the characters, where they live, how many kids they have, do they have a partner, what job do they have, what star sign are they? So many little different things. How do they like to have their tea, or are they more of a coffee drinker? All these kind of things are put behind the character to make them as rich and just interesting characters for our audience to enjoy. So that was the first thing we did, and that did really take some time because obviously these flamingos are hopefully going to be around for a little bit for everyone to enjoy. So we really wanted to get that right with both the production company Nexus and of course the client Very was really involved, as well as making sure that these flamingos really did represent their audience, because they obviously know their audience really well. So it was a very collaborative kind of like group effort that went into making our gorgeous fluffy trio. So then comes actually creating the ad itself, the film. You start off with storyboards, kind of mapping out how you see each of the scenes and how we'll transition to each of the scenes. Then it's kind of like lots of different teams are working on lots of different bits. So then we move on to kind of like blocky kind of animations, while also the art workers are working on, say, the living room, how the living room's going to look, what colour schemes we're going to want, how the streets are going to look, how the kitchen's going to look, how the doorstep's going to look. Every single element in an animation has to be created, and it's so fascinating. And there's honestly so much work that goes into an animation, and so much stuff that you're kind of looking at and feedbacking on. You can literally change anything. Like if you wanted to turn this pink and have it polka dot instead, you know, everything in this world can be changed. So there's always a lot of feedback and yeah, little different tweaks throughout. And then comes to like it finally kind of all coming together. So you've got the animation, the character design, the artwork, that then starts to become more and more built in, and it starts that you're building up all these layers of this animation, and it's starting to really come to life. As if you haven't seen the ad, we've actually gone for realistic looking feathers, which let me tell you, those feathers are very hard to render out. They're very difficult to produce, and yeah, it requires a lot of technical ability that luckily Nexus really do have. But yeah, it was apparently, you know, sometimes there was just little struggles with making the feathers look really fluffy, and also how it adapts to say headphones on the head. There was lots of little nuances that were really interesting to learn about. I have done a little bit of animation work in the past on some other brands, but nothing to this level of craft or detail. So it was a learning curve for everyone, and it was just so exciting. So we're seeing this minute film like come to life, these different new elements being layered on top. And yeah, each time we're kind of just giving feedback and seeing, oh, can we add this to make this a little bit more special? Or let's add that, that'll be really funny. And we all just want to make an ad that is just like loved by everyone. So as we're starting to get more into the final process, in the background, we've been looking at music. So obviously the track that we have on the ad itself is really important. Music is such an emotional feeling, like it can really make or break an advert. So we were working with some music production companies doing music searches where we give them a brief and they come back with lots of options, but ultimately me and Han know the audience. We know a lot of the kind of like little niche Christmas songs out there. So while we did have music production companies doing searches, we ultimately went with the Girls Aloud cover of I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day, which is, it's such a fun cover. It's just so much energy. It's just really fun, sparkly, glitzy, happy, positive, a little bit of a twist obviously on the classic. So some people may have not heard it before, so it's not as kind of like grating. And we just felt like it was perfect in our flamingo world. So yeah, we went with that song and Girls Aloud said, yes, please use our song. And then we obviously went into music production and sound mixes. We went with a fantastic music studio that ended up kind of like making their own version of the track using the song, but then we've got this beautiful kind of intro that's kind of drawing you in to the movie. It kind of reminded me so much of Love Actually, like some of the moments. It was just so magical, and when we all heard it, like literally some of us cried because it was just so like magical and just gave you all the feels. So when the music starts going on the top of the ad, it really just brings it to life and makes it feel so real. So that was really exciting. We also had to find the voices of our 3 flamingos as well as the new brand voiceover. So we have got Terry, who's got a Scouse accent. We've got Cherry, who's Irish. And then we finally have Kerry, who's got a little bit more of like an Essex twang. We love the voices that we picked because we feel like there's not that much like regional voices that you hear on the TV anymore, and they just have so much personality, and they love the flamingos themselves because they've obviously been working on them since. And yeah, just hearing them kind of like all chat together like 3 flamingo friends is so fun. And then we also have our fantastic brand VO, and she's from Bolton, and she's got a fantastic, like, her voice is so warm. But we went through over 100 voice reels to find those 3 flamingos, and then even more for the brand. So we were listening to like a lot of different people because finding the right trio is really hard. And yeah, you've got to get it right because you're going to be stuck with those voices for a while. And we are so happy with the voices we ended up with. We think they're a perfect trio, and the brand VO just really ties everything in. So there's a lot that goes into doing an ad like this. So once we are all happy with where we are, we do render the film out, and it took some time. Apparently the FAVES take a really long time to render, so we have a final film. I believe it took like a good few days. They start adding lighting effects, shadowing, we've got snow, we've got Christmas twinkly lights, pink glitter poofs, and you've got this wonderful Christmas ad. It is set in Liverpool, because that is where the very head offices are. And I've actually been up there to visit their office and the city, and I love Liverpool. I love Liverpool so much. I really want to go there for like a mini break because we didn't get obviously that much chance to look around the city because we were there for work, but it's a beautiful city. Everyone is so nice, and there just seems like so much to kind of do there, like lots of culture and stuff like that. So really looking forward to hopefully going back. But now to talk about some Easter eggs in the ad. So like Easter eggs are when you kind of just like add little things that maybe you wouldn't notice without someone maybe telling you. So the first thing we did was the kind of business names on the high street are all kind of bird related. So we have a Crumbs & Co, which is our bakery, because obviously birds eat bread, especially pigeons. So we have a little bakery, we have a coffee shop called The Roost, and then we have the Nest Egg Bank. So those are just some really cute little Easter eggs right at the beginning. Also, if you're from Liverpool, apparently you have purple wheelie bins. I think that needs to be like a UK-wide situation. So at the front of Kerry's house, she's got her purple wheelie bin, and there's a little football that's just like in the snow. And this is my favourite scene. I love the doorstep scene because it just looks so real. It just looks like a real city, like it just looks like real life, and I just love it. Like just all the little details are so cute. And then when you have a look in the living rooms of both the flamingos, all the little pictures, there's like Pete the pigeon is on holiday, and there's little like drawings that the kids have done, and there's Christmas cards, and there's so much detail that has gone into the living rooms that I just adore. So yeah, if you have a look at all the different kind of like artwork and stuff on the walls, that's all been like drawn and created by the team at Nexus. And then the one thing I also love is, rather than a snowman that the kids have when they're doing their little kind of like playing on the park, it's a snowbird. It's really hard to see though because it's white on white, but it is a bird. It's a little snowbird rather than a snowman. Oh my god, it's so cute. So yeah, that's the Christmas ad. I hope you liked it. If you have you seen it on TV, let me know down below in the comments. Let me know what your favourite Christmas ad has been this year or in the past. What did you think of our free flamingos? I hope you really loved them because it has been a labour of love for everyone involved. As I said, it will be linked in the description box if you want to see like the whole ad in its entirety. I think I popped in some little like snippets throughout, but yeah, I hope you found this video interesting. A little bit of like behind the scenes, like how long these ads really do take and how many people are involved and the complexity of it all. I hope it was a little bit eye-opening, and yeah, I hope it was interesting. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.